I want us to go and see a video of what is happening in Africa, of the kind of church and the kind of messages people are preaching in Africa. And you discover that this kind of messages is what is responsible for lack of development in Africa, and what is responsible for slavery by our pastors. The pastors are holding their people in bondage. They are making slaves of their people. And that's why there is no development, there is no progress, there is no economic development, there is no elevation of poverty, because there is no understanding of the dual nature of God. When you see these people preach, when you hear all these messages, you will understand. I will later explain to you what is it that is missing in their preachings. What is it that they don't know, and why in their preachings, what is it that is missing? Let's look at one of these videos here.
Now they'll call you and I alliance favor. We'll be wearing favor as what? Shield. It will become your garment. Hello. Somebody's name will soon change. When I go forward, I will let you know what you don't expect, you can experience. Expect favor. Expect what? Okay. Jesus enjoyed favor on every side. He said, go and bring me the ass. Say favor. That's what favor. He said, bring me the ass. Tell them I need it. You get what I'm saying? There's no favor greater than being a child of God. Something you never merited, but God just said, I'll give it to you. Am I coming with you?
Stop.
Okay, you ask.
You see, all these messages about favor, favor, favor. Everybody looking for favor. You will get favor. You expect favor. All this favor, favor thing. That is a problem. Now, is there no favor of God? Is there no reality of favor in the Bible? Is God's favor not a possibility? Yes, it is a reality. But the way they are preaching it, they have to balance that message. If you don't balance that message of God's favor, you are killing the Christians. What they are doing is that they are killing the Christians in Africa. They are paralyzing the Christians in Africa. They are making these people to be parasites and to be paralyzed and to be disabled. What is happening is that these people are being incapacitated. They are being decapacitated without them knowing. Let's start it over again where you are starting.
And I alliance favor. We'll be wearing favor as what? Shield. It will become your garment. Hello. Somebody's name will soon change. When I go forward, I will let you know what you don't expect, you can experience. Expect favor. Expect what? Okay.
Okay, stop. You'll be wearing favor like garment. What does that mean? Favor. Now, if you are telling somebody that they will be wearing favor like garment, you know what will happen to them? If you tell me I should expect favor, expect it. You know what it means to expect? It means that you will not work hard for what you need to work hard for. You just appear expecting favor. Where you are supposed to be laboring, you will just say, I received the word of my papa. He has released favor. So you are just going to be expecting something from nowhere. Whereas that is not the nature of God in us. That is not how we are supposed to live. We are not supposed to live expecting anything from anywhere. One should begin to live like that, expecting favor. You'll be looking up to everybody. It's just like a young girl that is expecting it's a very bad thing when a girl begins to be psychosis about getting a husband. When somebody has told you, your husband will walk in today, and you are in the supermarket, and all kind of men are walking up and down. You are saying, oh, maybe it's this one, or maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, or maybe this is my husband, maybe this is my husband. You are just becoming psychosis. So this is what how they have driven, how they have reduced our people to abnormal human beings. All these people who go to these churches, when you meet with them, are people who are coming from developed countries. When you talk to them, you will know that a damage has happened to these people. These people's mind has been messed up. People who are in Nigeria, their minds have been deceived beyond recognition. So they are no more reasoning like a human being. That is why everybody will be calling you expecting favor. In fact, there is somebody, a friend of mine, that we studied here together. It was normal when he was here until he went to Nigeria and joined Oyedepo's church. I became a pastor there. So now he needed help to come to Europe. So I helped him to do the visa for him. And he came here and he even stayed in my house. All my workers were just complaining. I said, what's happening? Why are you people complaining? We had about 200 visitors that month, and you didn't complain about anybody, but they are just complaining about him. They said, yes, we are complaining about him because he is not even grateful for anything. He is doing as if everything is entitled to everything. So even me that did the visa for him, bought the ticket for him, brought him to Europe, he just then, later on, you know what he would tell me? He said, thank you, Pastor Sunday. Thank to God. God just used you to do this thing. I know. I prophesied. In the beginning of this year, I prophesied. But the man of God released a word. And I received it. And I said, yes, I will travel to Europe this year. You see, it is the prophecy that is working. It is the prophetic word that was released. It was released. And I took it. And I established it. And I told God is just using you. It is not talking to me. I said, I may waste my $10,000 like this money. I would have used it for something else. So he said, yes, it is God. He had spoken through Papa that this thing was going to happen. I said, so why didn't Papa give you this? So next time, the guy went to Nigeria. He didn't want to go. He said I should do residence for him here. I said, even though I could do residence, I would not do this residence. He said, but do it for me now. I said, but you said God brought you here now. Make that same God do this something. He said, yeah, but it is God, but he can use you. I said, he didn't tell me. I thought I was the one who tried to be good to you because I saw your suffering in Africa. Now you are saying God is the one who do it. Let him go and do it now. That is how he left the country. After I left the country, I stayed in Nigeria for another 3 months, and then the hunger began to bite him again. So he started writing me every day. I said, oh, please do the visa for me again. I'm coming. Oh, please help me. I'll do this. I said, okay. But the other time, is it not God? You proclaim some prophetic word. You got some prophetic word now. And the prophetic word work for you. Who says it's not going to work for you again? Make you proclaim the prophetic word again. Let the prophetic word, they work for you now. So people don't value your efforts. They don't value your, hard work. And that's why they will take all your money. They will take all your money. They will misuse it. You will give them money to go and build a house for you. They will say, God has answered my prayer. Favor has arrived. My brother just sent $10,000 for me. But it's not for him. The money was sent to go and use for his brother's house. But he's saying, I claim it. Papa has spoken. And the favor has arrived. You see. So what these people are doing to our people is damage. They are damaging our human quality. A human being is not supposed to be looking out for favor. A human being is not supposed, just do your own. In fact, favor only comes to people who face their business. Only come to people who are diligent in what they are doing. Favor only comes to you when you have done your best, when you have done all that is required and more than what is required of you. When you have performed better than everybody else, that is when favor will come to you. In fact, favor will not come to you because you pray. Favor doesn't come to people who pray. Favor comes to people who work hard. In fact, even people who are not Christians, who are not born again, who are Muslims or who are atheists, as long as they are doing their own part and they are doing their own best, favor will just be looking for them left, right, and center. Without them praying, without them fasting, without them receiving any prophetic word from anybody, no, you don't need to do that. So all these things that these people are doing to our people, they are messing up their mind. So, for example, it is because of this kind of message that somebody will be going about and be telling you, you are my destiny helper. As a me, who said? Then they will be now telling you, I'm waiting for a God, a destiny helper. A destiny helper has to come from somewhere. All kind of rubbish. So you are not working. You are not doing your best. You are not making effort. I say, I gave you a job. Go and do this job for for small money or $200. He said, it doesn't worth it. I'm just waiting for God to show up. When God shows up, I will get a job for $2,000. You see? Because you are believing in some miraculous something. This is messing up the minds of our people. You get the thing. Let's hear the man again. Start from where you started before. Because these people are just messing up our minds. Creating lazy people and saying they are Christians. Yes, please.
And Alliance favor. We'll be wearing favor as what? Shield. It will become your garment. Hello. Somebody's name will soon change. When I go forward, I will let you know what you don't expect, you can experience. Expect favor. Expect what?
Stop. You say what you don't expect, you can't experience. Where is it bringing all these things? What do you mean what I don't expect, I can't experience? Do you know, most of the things that will come into your life, you will never even know they are coming. Talk less of experiencing them and expect them. How can you expect what you don't even know will come? For example, what you don't expect, you can't experience. Rubbish. Do you want to tell me that every single thing that has come to your life, you expected it? Of course, you will not even know. Most things that come to your life is a surprise. If it is true that what you don't expect, you can't experience, this is what they like in Nigeria. Some grammatical, accident. Some jangle. Just some creative, putting some, words together and just to make it sound and make it. If it is true that what you don't expect, you can't experience, it means there will never be anything like surprises in life. It also means that there will never be anything like being shocked in life. It will also mean that nothing unexpected could ever happen to you. And nothing surprising could happen to you. And nothing shocking could ever happen to you. Because what you don't expect, you can't experience. So, rubbish. What you don't expect, you can't experience. Rubbish. It sounds nice, it sounds beautiful, but it's not realistic. So, but the damage it's doing is what I'm even more concerned about. You remember the example I gave you about the woman that they told that your husband will walk into the supermarket, and she's standing at the gate of the supermarket and looking and sizing every man that enters and say, oh, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one. He's making you to go mad. He's making you to lose your sense. You shouldn't be expecting something, just do your work. Do what you need to do. Don't be thinking that everything is spiritual. Everything is God bringing you blessings. Everything is blessings from somewhere. Can you imagine how many people in that country are living expecting something from somewhere? That is why when 419 are the ones who bring us the blessing, we receive it. When they are drug pushers, we receive it. We don't question anything as long as we think it's a blessing. Can you imagine how many women are marrying 419 people? How many women are marrying drug pushers? Because they think it's God's blessing. As long as he's telling me to marry him, it means it's my marriage time. Because we are thinking that anything that benefits us must be good. Without knowing that most of the things that will come as benefiting to you are actually bad. Because they are coming from the wrong source. The only thing that is most beneficial for you are the things you work for, you deserve. Are the things that you have labored for or you invested in. What is supposed to be preaching is supposed to be telling people to work hard, to deserve what they are asking for, to qualify for what they have. But because the pastors themselves don't qualify for what they own private jets. For example, they went and bought private jet for him. Does he know what it is? I mean, people know the worth of this thing, but these people don't know the worth of it because it's somebody else's money. As a birthday gift. Private jet as a birthday gift. Because you don't know the worth of money. So they are now teaching that mentality to their congregations also, not to work for the worth of whatever they are going to have. They should just expect favor. Rubbish gospel. These people are not preaching the gospel, they are killing the gospel. Because that kind of message, it raises up people who are weak, people who are not resilient, people who are not persistent, people who are not hard workers, people who don't produce good qualities, people who don't do their best in everything they find themselves doing, people who are not faithful in other man's work, people who are not good in excellence products, people who are just, who are just expecting something from nowhere. These people are destroying our country just by preaching one side of the gospel. They are dual nature to God. This one they are talking about is the God part, the spiritual part of God, the spirit part of God. That is one side of God. But I will tell you the second side of God during the course of this message. But what they have been preaching, they are overemphasizing, overstretching the God side. There is a dual nature to God, but they are only preaching one dimension of God. And they are killing our country, crippling the economy, crippling the national life, and they crippling the mind and the brains of our people. Let's keep on hearing our guy.
Jesus enjoyed favor on every side. He said, "Go and bring me the ass." Say favor. That's what favor. He said, "Bring me the ass. Tell them I need it." You get what I'm saying? There's no favor greater than being a child of God. Something you never merited, but God just said, "I'll give it to you. Am I coming to go with you?"
See, that is, stop. That is the problem. Something you never merited. So how can those kind of people not see money in their bank account, in their office account, company account, and not say it is the favor? But that is called corruption in normal countries. That is why those people they are working as accountants or financial managers, and they see money coming into the company, they steal the money, go and give it as tithe, and say it is favor that the Papa declared. That Papa has said before the end of this month, something will happen, some favor will come. That's why they steal from the budget. They steal from the economy. They steal from the national covers. They steal from the companies, thinking that they are getting favor. Something you do not work for. That is fraud. It is fraudulent for you to be expecting something you don't deserve. Do you know that in this country and in Europe, when somebody comes to give you something that you do not deserve, they will return it back to you and say, "No, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that. I've not grown up enough to get that. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve it." Okay, for example, can you find the car that somebody gave to Pope? Pope was given a car. There is a video about it. Pope was given a car, a Safari or something. Lamborghini. Okay, Lamborghini. And he returned it. But in Africa, they would rather tell you to lust for what you do not deserve. They would rather tell you to claim what you do not deserve. They would rather tell you to expect what you do not deserve. Yes, but God might want to bless you with what you do not deserve for sometimes, but it is his own decision. For example, if I want to bless you with somebody, if I have a gift for you and you are coming to claim the gift from me, it's not my gift. If God wants to bless you with something, let it be his own prerogative to decide. Let it be his decision to take. Let it be his decision. Leave God alone. He knows. He knows when to give you. He knows if you need it or not. Don't be forcing and twisting his arms to give you what you want. That is lust. That is not gift. That's not favor. Somebody is just writing right now, David, is writing and saying that he went to his church in Lagos and a pastor told all his congregation to go and to bring perfume. They should bring perfume. I think we have a video like that. Bring perfume. So he's using perfume, spraying perfume on people. You know why? For what? We saw it on men. All the men were standing. They were spraying perfume for favor. Favor, unmerited favor. And most of those men he was spraying perfume were drug pushers. Favor, so that they will not catch them at the airport carrying drugs. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. If you have been watching our videos and maybe you enjoy them, maybe you don't enjoy them, but still, we need you to help us spread the word. And for that to happen, we only need you to take 5 little steps. Please help us spread this word by liking the video. Then, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We also need you to press the notification button, and the way to do that is to click on the bell. You see the bell there? Click on it. Then, of course, leave your comments. Let's know what you're thinking about each video. And finally, we need you to go and share the word. Share this video on your Facebook timeline, on your Instagram, and every other platform that you have. All right? Let's win the world for Christ. Thank you so much. Peace.